right. Well, I forgot to do the sound. I don't know. I'm kind of kicking it here today. I'm sorry, everybody. What is going on, everybody? That's right. It's Wednesday night. I am Boxman. This is Wrestling Outlet. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off for you guys a little bit here. Smart should be around in a little while. He sent me news, so I know he's somewhere. So we will definitely get him. And when he does, I'll have to do a little nick-a-do with the video there. And I'll get that handled. But for right now, you guys can go ahead and talk a little bit about one or two little things till we get Smart here. I'm not sure if it's a Skype issue. I know. You're still using Skype? Yeah, we're still using Skype. I know we shouldn't be, but we are. We're still using Skype. So I don't know. It's kind of one of those if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of things. So yeah, we're still using Skype every now and then, mostly. So, all right. Like I said, I'm not sure because it did update, and I think all of us here know when Skype updates, it can turn to hell. So, gonna figure out here. Like I said, Smart, hopefully he'll give me a call. I sent him a message to give me a call. I don't know if maybe he had something that he had to get into or what was going on. But when he gets back in, we'll pop him back up. We can just do it real quick. It won't take that long. But I guess what we can do though is go ahead and well, hold on a second, everybody. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and get Smart on here right now, everybody. Hold on a second here. All right. Oh, where'd he go? I had Smart here. All right, folks, let me get rid of my camera for a second here. Let me give him a call, and let's try this again. All right, hold on a second here. Let me give him a call, and I'm going to turn down the volume so you guys don't have to hear that. And we'll be back up in just a second here. Hold on, let me get that window capture off the screen. All right. Now I got you, right? I think. I should. I do. All right, there he is. All right, let's get us back in the screen, folks. Just give me 1 second here. What's going on, Smart? I guess not much. I don't know if Smart can hear me right now. I think he can. Oh, I can almost hear him. I heard noises. I hear. He's popping the headphones on, so he'll be able to hear me in just a second. And let's get us loaded up into this bad boy OBS. What's everybody say so you can see us? What's going on, Smart?
Okay.
How you doing over there? You all right? You getting it?
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
I can barely hear you. Hold on.
Smart can barely hear me, but that's all right. I can hear him just fine. All right, guys, I'm going to do a little bit of editing while I'm doing this. I'm going to see what's going on here with Smart. You guys should be able to hear me. I think you guys would have said something if you couldn't by now. I would hope you would say something if you couldn't hear me by now. So, all right, let me just sneak us in this little screen right here, folks. And hopefully Smart will be able to hear me in just a minute here. You got me yet, Smart?
I mean, I can kind of hear you.
It shouldn't be on my end, man. I'm pretty much booming on my side here.
Let me see. I need to test something real quick. I'm going to see if it's just these headphones or what.
All right. See what you got to do, man. But yeah, we're locked in right now. So we're almost locked in here. I've got us all on the screen. We are live. Don't know if you know. I haven't talked about anything yet. I was just kind of bullshitting. Vamping, killing time, whatever you want to say. So, you got me a little better yet?
No, not really.
That's odd.
I mean, I can make out what you're saying, but it's low.
Let me look, make sure it's nothing on my end here. I don't think this would have anything to do with it. Unless that has something to do with it. I don't know if that did anything. Did that help at all?
Not really.
Not really. Well, then that's got nothing to do with it. God damn it. You sure? Yeah, all your volumes up and everything. I don't know why. You should be hearing me, bro. That's all right. We'll get into something in just a second, folks. We're just gonna kind of. I know we could have done this before and been late. I'd rather go ahead and kick it off, and we got this going in just a minute here. I'm gonna get my screen shared with Smark. Maybe that made a difference. Now Skype did update, Smark. You know what? Give me one sec. I mean,
Yep,
since
it's
Skype
updated.
updated, let me check my settings. Let me just check my audio settings. They could be weird. I don't think so, but they could be. No, I'm cranked up everywhere. You should be good too. Say something. All right, now he can't hear me at all. This is weird. You guys should be able to hear him, right? Yeah, you guys. Can you guys hear Smark when he talks? You should be able to.
I can hear you.
You can now?
Hmm. Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's still the same volume, but
But you got me enough. All right. I mean, everything's loud enough. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just looking around to
hmm.
make sure my kid my kid wasn't playing with anything. You never know with my kids. That's good. That's good. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to roll with it. You gonna be all right?
I'm gonna try.
All right. Stick it deeper in your ear. Do what you got to do. Don't damage your eardrum. Can't do that. All right, Smark. Well, I guess what we'll do then is I was going to go ahead and kick off with this little Triple H article I got here about the about how he's kind of underwhelmed with some of the people that he's brought back in recent weeks. Some of the WWE talent may be endangered of being cut if they don't improve their work in the ring. WrestleVotes is reporting that a handful of names brought back by the rehiring wave of Triple H, he's not that crazy about. I'm not quite sure who they would be talking about, but they don't really mention any names. But basically, the tweet from WrestleVote says, I'm told a handful of talent brought back in the rehiring wave over the summer have underperformed and severely underwhelmed Triple H and others since returning to the company. Now let's go over some of the names he's brought back, Smark. Hopefully you can hear me a little better as we go through this. Karrion Kross and Scarlett brought back Dexter Loomis, Candice Ray, Hit Row, the Good Brothers, Braun Strowman, Johnny Gargano, Dakota Kai, Bray Wyatt, Tegan Knox, and Emma. Now, if I had to guess a name just to pick one out of that list, I'm going to go with Hit Row.
Hmm.
What about you?
I mean, it's hard to say because I don't really watch the product regularly, but I
Hmm.
mean, Cross had a match on the pay-per-view. He had a match on Hell in the Cell or whatever the fuck it was, whatever their October pay-per-view was. I don't remember. And then
Mhm.
he wasn't on Survivor Series, so maybe do the math there.
That is interesting too. I don't know. Could be, but I mean, as far as I've heard and seen, like I said, I do still keep up with the products by listening to a few
Oh, it's
podcasts.
Extreme Rules, not Hell in the Cell. Never mind.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah, basically, it's
The
their October pay-per-view, but it's Extreme Rules.
Not much of a difference, bro. Not really that much of a difference. So, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I listen. We had talked a few weeks ago about how they were going to start doing this little kind of every 6 months. They're going to kind of cycle through, and if you're making it, you're making it. If you're not, you're not. I mean, it's kind of that way in every job. You get like a probational period. You can either cut it or they cut you. It's not too much different than any other job out there, as far as I can see.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, it's sort of the barometer as to whether or not you're doing your job well there is sort of a little bit more abstract than in certain other places.
True. I mean, it is television, so yeah, it is going to be a little more different, a little bit like that. But I mean, I get it. It's also, this is their developmental. If you're not developing, what the fuck are you doing in developmental? What the fuck are you doing here? If you're not developing into what we think you can be, what we know you can be all you can be, then what the fuck exactly? Then what the fuck are you doing here? Seriously. I mean, I don't know, man. I just know look, if you're fucking up the orders at McDonald's, they're gonna fucking throw you out eventually. God damn it.
True.
I didn't get my fucking fries. I didn't get my burger. Eventually they're gonna go, bitch, get the hell out of here.
And that strongly depends on which McDonald's you go to.
Well, I know. Some of them you might just get shot. It just depends on which one you go to. One in Texas, you might get shot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the
Anywhere.
McDonald's where the probability of you getting shot is higher is more likely the McDonald's that you're going to get the better food in anyway, if the order is correct.
True. Very true. I do see where you're going with that. But yeah, oh, there's that one. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, I just I don't know, man. I do see what this is. I mean, I don't see anyone making the big deal about, the evil man Triple H, but again, he's not doing straight off of the yes, SBC. That's probably our we'll talk about Mandy Rose next. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's just not much different than any other job, and I just don't see the big deal. No one's talking about Triple H being this crazy old fuddy-duddy who doesn't know the fucking times. And I don't know, man. I really feel that it's just not that different. And from what I can see on this list, I mean, Karrion and Scarlett, I think, have done fine. Dexter Lumis is in a storyline. Candice LeRae's in a storyline. Good Brothers, well, they're over in Japan, but they've been pushing them. Braun's doing fine. Gargano's hilarious. Dakota Kai, Bray Wyatt hasn't been in the ring yet, doing his thing. It's been viral videos. They're not going to get rid of him. Tegan Knox and Emma. All right. Again, I would have to go with Hit Row. Even Stephen Butler, Hit Row has been a bust. From every podcast I listen to, from every clip I see, no one is fucking getting up and fucking standing up for Hit Row.
I mean, it's Hit Row without Swerve. Like, I mean, Swerve was the star, and it's kind of hard to bring back Hit Row without. It would basically be like if you removed The Rock from the Nation of Domination when it was, which I guess eventually they did, but it's like the next thing you know, you have fucking like D'Lo Brown's leading the stable. That's not going to work. Although I would have watched it.
Well, of course. I mean, I swear that guy was going to break his fucking neck one day. Never did. He never did. Just amazing. He never did. But I mean, you can see how sad Triple H is in this picture if you're watching. He does look sad. Even with Maurice behind him, how could you be sad?
Because she's behind you. You can't see her.
I guess you got a point. Stephanie must be looking at him. Don't you look behind you. Don't you dare. You better look at Finn Balor over your left fucking shoulder. Okay. Is that Michael Hayes back there too, in the with the purple and the hat on? Here,
I believe so.
Right there. I'm gonna go with Michael Hayes.
Is never too far away from us.
Well, this looks like Robert Roode. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, I can see it.
This looks like Robert Roode right here behind Finn Balor. That is Finn Balor. Yeah, Finn Balor, Robert Roode, and that looks like Michael Hayes. Do do do. But yes, Triple H is looking sad. Even Maurice looks a little pissed off here. What the fuck? Who was up there? Trump?
That's a good question.
This was probably 8 hours into Mr. T's speech.
Well, based on the words behind them. Like, I think it was for Liger because it
Mm,
looks like it's thunder. That was when maybe when Liger was getting in the Hall of Fame.
could be.
I
I
don't know
don't
why
know.
everybody's so somber about that. He seemed like he was a nice guy. He's very much still alive.
I know Triple H looks like his eyes are all red, like he's been crying and shit. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I think this is from Mr. T. No, it's not. It's because there's a peacock symbol up there. This is the replay of Mr. T.
Who was it that gave the fucking speech and they were talking for like 8 hours? Was it like the Ivory?
Oh, Flair did too. Flair had like a 4 hour fucking speech, dude.
Yeah, but I remember somebody's speech recently just went on for like forever and a day.
I think it might have been Ivory, and or was it Natalia who was introducing somebody? No. That was a different story. I think it might have been Ivory. I think you might be right on the money there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you got that. I think it was Ivory, but I could sit there and listen to Ivory all day, to be honest with you. So
Well,
she ain't bothering me none. Anyway, we'll get off of sad Triple H, folks. I don't need to bring up sad Triple H anymore. He's actually bringing me down. And as the Electric Light Orchestra said, don't bring me down.
ooh.
Rush, don't bring me down. Rush, don't bring me down. I can't sing. Anyway,
You can't dance either, but that doesn't stop you.
nope, can't do either one. I am white and nerdy, as the Weird Al song goes. I got that movie. I need to watch it. I got that movie. That one and Black Adam I got. I got to watch them both.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're pushing. It's funny to see the Black Adam commercials on the AEW when you're realizing The Rock's on AEW.
I think we're supposed to call him African American Adam.
It's the name of the movie.
Okay.
Literally, it's the name of the it's a Marvel it's a mm-hmm mm-hmm. That's how I'm getting out of that one. I'm going to take a sip. Anyway, folks, let's talk about what pretty much the I would say the biggest news of today is. I don't know, Smark, was there anything else on your timeline today?
The guy from Ellen died.
Well, I will tell you this as as I said, we are going to talk Mandy Rose right now. We basically, well, I'm a little shocked by this, but then again, as I keep reading stuff, I'm not as shocked by it. But I will say, this took a lot of light off of the brand new accusations against Vince McMahon. I'm
Do you
not
think that
saying
was a
they.
strategic move?
I'm not saying it was a strategic move. I'm saying if I were to make a strategic move, this would sort of be it. I'm just saying, if I had some allegations against me, I'd be like, yo, can we get rid of someone really hot? Like smoking, just to get the fucking get the heat off of me. So I guess that's what they did. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's not exactly what they did. We're going to be talking about Mandy Rose here, folks. Yep, they had no problem with this picture, everybody. Not a problem at all. This was not a problem. Mandy Rose, title over the bottom, title over the top. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. But from what I keep reading as I keep going through this story, I guess apparently, as we know, last night on NXT, she lost the title. Mandy Rose lost the title to Roxanne Perez, ending her 413-day reign as champion. So suddenly today, she's released. Now, I guess she has something called a fan time. Not OnlyFans, but fan time. I guess this is like the rivalry to OnlyFans. Who knew? But I guess this is like their little kind of rivalry. This is like, the other OnlyFans. So basically what she's doing is she has a paywall. You got to subscribe. You got to pay to get some racy pictures. Now, they didn't say, none of them said that they were totally nude, but she was posting pictures not like that, like this. See the if you see the one on the right, she's definitely naked in a pool. Some things are floating that are connected to her body.
Now, doing my due diligence as a journalist here, I have seen the full-length video of this, and
Oh,
you do see a little bit more than what is being shown.
ooh, have to check that out. But yeah, so yeah, she did. But again, you're paying for it. Okay, apparently the higher ups had warned her about this before, folks. Let me kind of take that picture off and put this one back up here. No, we'll go with that one. That's a good one right there, her on the boat. The pool video, yes, that was a pool video. So
The old pool video.
the old pool video. I heard a hot tub video might have got Matt Riddle in some trouble. Let's talk about that a little later. Apparently, the higher ups have been telling Mandy Rose to ease up on posting nudes due to WWE feeling it could damage their relationship with Mattel. But according to a source, she outright refused due to feeling like feeling like basically she was posting content that was making her more money than she was being paid in WWE to wrestle. I would assume she said that. I'm getting paid more, showing my tits than I am fucking breaking my back for you. And I guess they said, okay, well, go show your tits. That's my assumption on how the conversation went. You think I'm wrong?
No, it seems about right.
Seems about right. All right. Let's see here. Let me. What is old? Hold on here.
Oh, yeah, if he posted what I think he posted, she put up a menu board of the various services that she offers.
All right. No, this is for something from. This was something from Sean Waltman.
Oh, no, there's another one. It's the second link.
Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. Hold on a sec. Let me get out of here and go to that other link. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go to the site. There is a menu, folks. Oh, okay.
Not unlike the ones you would find at, at TGI Fridays.
All right, I will admit this is not very clear. And
if you give me a tick, I could bring up
a clearer
one
copy?
that isn't quite as blurry.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can read it, but can I read it better without? Oh God, I can't see it all without my glasses on. Shit.
No. Here we go. Hold on, I'll send you the other version.
Okay, I'm still on Messenger. Go ahead, pop it on over here, and we'll go ahead and read that to everybody when we get it. I'll check that for everybody. I guess I'm just going to keep this picture up for a minute or two here while we're talking. Here, I'll just kind of.
It's better than the Jeopardy music.
I'll flip through the pictures. That's what we'll do. We'll go ahead for that one for a little while now. Send it. Just send it. Just send it. You send it.
I am in the process of sending it.
My God, hit send, man. Good God.
Look, the hamster can only move so fast. I'm using an abacus here. Get off my back.
Oh, that is much better. Thank you, Smart. Okay, folks.
Mm-hmm.
My God, I almost want to share this with the.
This was round about October, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, October 15th is the first time I had seen it.
All right. Let me see what it would look like if I actually pop this into the old thing here. Hold on here, folks. Let's see what this would look like if I pop this in here. Oh, I saved it to the desktop. Sorry.
And I want you to read it because for some reason I just think you reading it would be funnier.
Okay. All right. Let me drop this down. Let me make this a little bit better for everyone to see. We'll put this right there. Fuck it. I don't care about our little logo there. We can cover that up. All right. I think I'm right there. Okay. Let me get this other picture off of here. All right. Put this in the middle. Okay. So What we have here, folks, this is, as Mark was saying, this is Mandy's secret menu. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Toe photos slash videos. All right, everybody. She said, if you want me in any specific nail color, let me know. Individual toe photos, let me know. So you can actually pick a toe, folks. 15 for photos, 25 for videos. You know you want that extra. You know you're going to pay that extra $10, folks.
The specificity of that fucking kills me. It's like if you want a specific toe, please let me know.
I'm sure people do. Oh, I gotta have your pinky toe in it. Oh my God. Whole feet photos, folks, or videos. Once again, if you want me in any specific nail color, let me know. Web part of feet? Question mark. What the fuck? There are some freaky people out there. 25 and 30. You only have to pay $5 extra on this one, folks, for a video. Small sports bra. Have different colors, styles, and small bras I can send you in. Okay. $18 for a small sports bra. All right. I would assume that's like the little middle photo down here, which, I mean, really, if you watch wrestling, you can basically see her in that. Dick rating. Hold on, I missed one here. Hold on. Explicit.
Ironically, Dave Meltzer offers the same service.
Okay. All right. Explicit gym content. Post, pre, and during workouts at $22. Yes, folks, I said dick rating. A video sent from a subscriber to rate tip me before and we can chat. Okay, she was getting a little okay. This does not fit the WWE wholesomeness is what I'm gathering as we're
Wholesome
going.
is an interesting word there.
Wholesome. Okay, now, folks, those were just the starters, the appetizers, if you will. This is the main course. Don't worry,
I have
folks.
a question.
Yes.
Do you think that your dick gets an extra star if it's in the Tokyo Dome?
With Meltzer, probably. With her, I don't think she can.
Okay.
She may be a size queen, so possibly not. So anyway, main course, folks. Don't worry.
Well-placed racism. Good job.
Thank you, sir. We don't worry, folks. We have sides and desserts. Oh yes, don't you worry. Whoa. Okay. I keep looking down and I'm like, she is going really racy here. Closet play. Is that supposed to be closet? Oh. Okay. I can try on different outfits for you. Videos of me stripping. $30. Not bad. Thong with no bra video. Mirror content in bed. Just let me know. $35. Professional nude photo. Okay. These will only be for top subscribers, and they're $45, folks. Slow motion complete ass video. $25. Make you holla. Video will be custom to what you want me wearing. Nude will be pricey, but can be done. Mirror on all fours content. Custom mirror ideas, $35. All right, folks, we're down to the sides. I know. Do you want fries with that? No thanks. I'll take a $55 birthday shout out. Oof.
That is a very weird, I don't know. You'd be paying her less money to look at your dick than you would to have her wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah, well, and if you want a picture of her in a G-string, $400. G-string bundle. That means 2 to 3. You're paying a stack, folks. $1,000. My God, I almost want to do this in fucking like I'm at the fucking strip club. Come on down. She's got your
Like how
WWE.
she's Costco selling it.
She's got your WWE ring gear here. Depends on which outfit you want, but she'll have specific pricing for either one. Come on, definitely get Mandy. Get her on your zipper. That's right. You'll be happy if you tip her. You know where I'm going, folks. Let's get this going. Yeah. Anyway. For the ring gear, it just says MP. I'm assuming she just kind of multi-pricing. Late night desserts, folks. Okay, this is where I think WWE probably said, "Oh hell no." Shower photos, $40. Shower videos, 45. Sexy toy content, $75, folks. With a friend content, 85. Hold up. I can get you with a friend, but you're in a G-string for 400? You know what? They should have fired her just for fucking with people on this goddamn menu. Bed content is $30, folks. I it, it, I'm baffled here. What is she wearing in the with a friend content? Probably a fucking G-string. So you just paid $400 for one photo when you could have got her with a friend for 85. Jesus, folks. My God. Wish it was this easy to make money. All right, folks. There you go. So I guess you can see why Mandy Rose was released from WWE when you look at that menu.
Uh-oh. Some prankster appears to have posted a link to a website where you could see photos
Where?
on this here YouTube chat of ours.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I condone that kind of behavior.
I don't know. Why can't I see it?
Apparently the link can't be clicked on, but it can be copied and pasted.
Oh, well, I still can't see the link. Either way, I see the Twitter one, and I don't even see the one that I don't even see the second link down here. Actually, it kind of like they all went away. I might need to be in the actual chat room to find it, but I'll actually get in there in a couple minutes. Don't worry about it, folks. Or I'll scroll back through. Don't worry. I will find a way to get that going. But yeah, so I guess after reading that, which I did not expect to do, I guess you could see where if they had already warned her, which actually even I'm looking in here. Actually, Dirk sent me something earlier on a messenger. Let me find it. I got my beer in the way here. That actually this was something that was brought up a while back there, and she was on. There were some pictures going around Reddit, and I guess she was begging them not to leak them, and I guess they did. It's been taken down since, but I guess you can pay money to get the pictures still though from somewhere. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy what's going on, but whew. 413 days, no problem at all. Not a problem, not a problem, not a problem. Lose the title. Next thing you know, bam, you're fired.
I'm gonna cycle back to the 1 foot to the like the one toe thing, because as I was thinking the more about this, the more I started thinking about that fucking scene from "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker" with fucking Chris Rock. Can I get one rib?
I think get one rib. Then he breaks out like $500. Ah, God, that's a great movie. Okay. I was actually watching Chris Rock in Dogma the other day.
Oh, by the way, as SBC pointed out, apparently her friend is her fiance.
Oh, that kind of friend. No, I want her with like.
Yeah, the Biz Marquee style friend.
I want her
But
with.
you say he's just a friend. You say he's just friend.
Mm-hmm. I want like her and Sonya.
Hmm.
Although I did see a picture of Sonya's girl. Wow. Holy wow. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So as I said, I guess you can see why they would have to get rid of her, but I think we need to bring up the one thing she did, or that was in that the end of that right there, is the fact that she can make more online on her fan website taking her clothes off than she can working for NXT as their champion for 400 days plus. That makes you wonder how much she was making and how much they're paying. I don't know if it makes you wonder. It makes me wonder.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me necessarily. I mean, I don't know how much they're paying her, but you could be making some big fucking bank off of doing the website that she's doing.
I mean, shit. If Sonny can make what 100,000 a month off of fucking OnlyFans, then hell, what you
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
do?
she's selling a fucking dented up Toyota Corolla. The other one's selling a Porsche at this point.
Fucking Tesla, even. Goddamn it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that shit might run on batteries. I mean, there is some sexy toy play, so it must run on batteries.
Actually,
Something's running on batteries.
I feel like her toys are a little bit more interesting than the ones that Matt Cardona's out there playing with.
Yeah.
They might serve the same purpose.
Oh, I'm sure they do one way or another. I guess. All right. Ah, shit. All right. So yeah, Mandy Rose gone, gone, gone. But hey, I think we got some good pictures to look forward to, folks.
I don't think it's actually going Ford Taurus. SBC basically just calls Sunny a Ford Taurus.
Well, I said forward. Oh, Jesus Christ, forget it. Just forget it, Smark. I forgot you can't fucking hear me.
Barely, but
I see.
I mean, I don't think it's actually going to happen, but for shits and giggles, let's speculate. Do you think there's any chance in hell she goes to AEW?
No, I don't.
Yep, there you go.
No, I don't. Now, apparently, I read where there was an old article where in 2018, I guess she was offered $1 million to do an adult movie. So she turned it down back then. But maybe things have changed, folks, now that she's not working for a company like WWE anymore. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, she's about to be making a lot more money.
She can make $1 million pretty quick just by, doing a movie. We'll leave it at that. Folks. So, Mark, why don't you just go ahead and grab one of your stories and get me out of this, please?
Well, let's see. That's a good one.
Just grab one.
Well, you know who also enjoys showing parts of their body? Ric Flair says Jim Ross has lost all credibility. Speaking on the most recent episode of his To Be the Man podcast, Flair was critical of Ross for his appearance on the Dark Side of the Ring last year. Quote, Jim Ross lost every bit. What if I fucking just slurred every an S word in this sentence? Jim Ross lost every bit of credibility with me in life in spite of calling me the greatest wrestler of all time or whatever in his introduction when he jumped on Dark Side of the Ring. Flair said, because all he is starving for. That's not nice. Don't make fun of him like that. Because all he is starving for and leaning on in life is to be relevant because he ain't. Quote, I can't forgive Jim Ross for Dark Side, which I have because there is nothing worth it, but I don't appreciate it. Jerry Lawler texted me. I don't know how many people said, quote, what the fuck does Ross mean? You got to know when to walk away from Ric Flair. Well, the WWE legend, when to walk away from Jim Ross. I'm going to the 30th reunion. Do you think he is? At the same time, Jim Ross will be my favorite announcer, Flair would say later. I'm not diminishing his skills. I'm not like Eric Bischoff saying I was no good at anything. I'm telling you, Jim was the fucking best, but I also thought he was one of my best friends. A friend doesn't do that. Ross appeared on the September 16th, 2021 edition of Vice TV's Dark Side of the Ring episode covering 2002's Plane Ride from Hell. He's the life of the party, Ross said. A Flair on the show. If you know him, you know where to exit the party and to go your own safe place, or you don't know the rules and you find yourself in deep water. When asked why Flair wasn't suspended or punished for his behavior in the flight, Ross responded, good question. I guess for lack of a better term, he was a made man. He was such a high-level made man that he got a pass. Was it the right thing to do? I don't know. You're listening to it, folks. You decide. He got a pass. Ross later said that he was, quote, misrepresented a time or two on the show and that he would no longer appear on the series. He did take part in Vice TV's from the Territories, however, which Dark Side of the Ring creators Evan Hunsley and Jason Eisner were also involved with. Earlier in the show, Flair also responded to comments Eric Bischoff made about him recently that were critical of his drawing power. That's not really important. Who gives a shit? Anyways, Ric Flair is not Jim Ross's friend anymore.
Let me start by saying this. I think if anyone would understand the I could use the money, it would be Ric Flair.
You would think.
You would think. You would think if anyone would be like, Jim wanted the payday. I think Ric Flair would understand that, but I guess it's better content on his podcast to not forgive Ric Flair or Jim Ross. I think at this point it's fucking stupid. I mean, what did Jim Ross say that was so wrong about that? Really? What did he say? Didn't say that much. What, you got to know when to walk away from Flair? Yeah, when he's fucking drunk, you got to know when to walk away from everybody when they're fucking drunk and showing their cock. God damn. There's a lot of people I don't want to be around if they're drunk and showing their cock.
I feel like this is the lesson that Ross has learned numerous times, kind of like the time when Flair showed up drunk at that press conference and then Jim Ross got fired for it.
Yeah. I wonder if Jim Ross has forgiven Ric Flair for making him lose his job.
Which, on top of that, he spent like 10 minutes joking around about how his wife was too good for him because Jim Ross is so fucking ugly. What a friend. What a good friend.
I mean, Jesus Christ, this is fucking wrestling business. Can everyone calm the fuck down already and stop getting on their fucking high horses? And I mean, look at this fucking guy. This guy doesn't understand wanting a payday.
The height of integrity.
Look at him in his big fucking shirt down to his fucking past his trunks, looking like he's wearing a sleep shirt. Look at the tits down to his fucking belly button.
To be fair, that's been the case for the last like 30 years or so.
I know. I still like the guy. What am I going to do? I do. I like Flair. I've said before, he'd pretty much have to be a pedophile for me to fucking really dislike him. I grew up with the fucking guy. I mean, what am I going to do? I grew up watching this guy on my TV all the time. Four Horsemen was one of the greatest fucking factions in my opinion. So, hey, what are you going to do? But, I don't know, man. What say you, sir?
I mean, I feel like OJ isn't fighting the accusations as much as Flair is. Like OJ's like, yeah, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But Ric Flair's like, I didn't do it. Not only did I not do it, but anybody who even thinks that I might have, I'm not friends with anymore, and I'm going to go great lengths to drag them through the mud.
Ric Flair's next book, If I Showed Her My Cock.
With a foreword from O.J. Simpson.
Oh, exactly. And Mike Tyson.
I cannot wait for that fucking documentary. That's going to be so amazing.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it is. So, anyway, Smark,
I'm just anticipating at some point there's going to be like they're going to talk about the plane ride from hell, and then there's going to be like a short narration that's just like, and because of that flight, I never got on another airplane again because I was afraid of flying.
Oh, there you go.
And you can't prove that I was ever on an airplane or that I ever did anything to any of the stewardesses.
No, never will. So, Smark, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, no.
Because he gives us always the best content. Teddy Hart, for some reason, was on a Twitter rampage this weekend. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I did not, but as soon as you said Teddy Hart, my cheeks grew rosy, as though you had put like the hat on Frosty. I sprung to life.
I've got about 6 six tweets. I don't know what's going on with this man. He seems to be a little off.
You could say that about any point in his life, but yes.
He seems to be a little off. Some things going on. Anyway, he jumps on Twitter this weekend, and for no reason, he's oh, what did I do here? Hold on. Let me get the window capture below that. Sorry, folks. Sorry. There we go. Teddy Hart. There we go. So he starts out smart and he says to people, any fans out there, any fans that want to meet me in person and have me stay at their home for a month or more, let me know. I can give you a slick rate. I need to live the Freebird life. At Real Mick Foley, you got a couch for a brother?
Wait a minute, is he charging people to let him live with them?
That might be the Freebird life. That might be exactly how it works. That might be.
I do feel like Michael Hayes would be proud of this behavior.
Oh, well, we're not. This is the funny part. It seems like he still thinks that Cody is working at AEW. I'm back, bitches. At Cody Rhodes, book me now or fall victim to the Hart curse. At the AEW Dark. This is a great place for me to bedazzle fans. I want to fuck. That's one tweet, folks. No, wait a minute. For those of you who think I just mix tweets together, oh, no. Nay, I did not. That is one tweet together. I say nay. That was not.
This is fucking phenomenal.
Okay, so folks, I'm not done. No. Not even fucking close yet, folks. Hold on. Let me get this fucking chat out of my way. The chat's in my way, goddammit. Oh, nope, I moved the wrong thing. That's fine. Okay, so we go to the next one here. Okay. At Mr. Brody Lee, you still owe me $40. Who's going to tell him?
I guess real bad news for you, friend.
Yeah, who's going to tell him? I'm not going to tell him. You're going to tell him? I'm not going to tell him.
Honest to God, do you think he knows?
No, I don't. Or he's too fucked up to remember, which is horrible.
Oh my God.
Next week at the AEW Dark, the Harts return to rape a motherfucker. Guilty as charged. Hashtag beat the case. You having fun yet? You're loving this, aren't you?
Oh, this is great.
I purposely did not tell you I had these today.
Thank you.
I knew you'd love this. I did. I said, oh, this is going to be fun. At Goldberg, you're the reason my uncle has to use Viagra. Did he kick him in the dick? Jeez. At Vince McMahon, he's tagging these people. Did at Kane WWE wear his mask when he sucked your piece to win the title? We all know how it works. Uncle Brett told me he had to swallow. That's why he spit on you. At Bret Hart. At Nyla Rose Beast. Check the stick shift on your transmission. At Rey Mysterio, midget fucker. At Impact Wrestling, let's work. Folks, I wish I was making these up. Oh, Cody Rhodes messaged me back to say if I leave his wife's pussy alone, I can debut on AEW Dark next Wednesday on AEW TNT. On TNT. Fuck yes. Time to go puke up supper. Talk later, Ted fans. At Bret Hart, I messaged you back already. At Drake, love the new song. At Logan Paul, 100K says With Uncle Brett in your corner, I drop you in the first round. In my corner, I drop you in the first round. Then I do Connor right after. Booking it now. This pussy pays to win. Come get knocked heart style, goof.
Oh my god, please. I would pay for that full price. I mean, really, it doesn't matter. If Logan Paul is inconsequential to if Teddy Hart fighting anybody on pay per view, I will watch it.
I really wish I was done. At AJ Styles, I beat you before, you jobber. I CAM, beat you again. At Roman Reigns, WWE Roman Reigns, rub me off. At Evil Uno, let's play Gimp. At Triple H, we still on for the video chat this weekend?
That's fucking phenomenal. Like this is like, this would be like, if somebody making a Teddy Hart parody account could not be this great.
I wish these were fake. I wish I could make these up. I wish I could be this clever, but I'm not. At WWE Rollins, why do you continue to hurt people inside the ring, cumrag? Cumrag. That's what it says. I think that might be all of them. Wait, hold on. I have a sixth one here. Why do I have a sixth one? What did I miss? Oh, yeah, that was all of them. I think I accidentally doubled one is what I did. So, Smark, there you go. That was my Teddy Hart surprise for you. What's going on with Teddy, buddy?
I think having a 3-part documentary series devoted to him being a terrible person may have like finally broke him. But I don't know, like, he was already broken, so he didn't break that much. Like, he's just being more zany. I'm hearing all this, and it's just like, if like he hadn't done a bunch of like really terrible things, he would be doing, he would have the best gimmick in wrestling right now.
Yeah, not quite sure what that would be, but so
like, whatever the fuck all this is, like, this is wildly entertaining and just incredibly hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know what all that was about, folks. I have no clue. I couldn't tell you for the world what the hell just happened right there, but
maybe that was why Triple H was so sad, because Teddy Hart's telling the truth about these video calls. He's outing Triple H.
Well, as they're saying in the chat, they're wondering, could this be what Matt Riddle was on when he was kind of suspended here? I guess
that's where he was buying. That's who he's buying it from.
That's who he's buying it from. He's getting the pure shit.
He's getting that pure Teddy Hart.
So yeah, folks. I guess we'll go ahead and get into that real quick. Matt Riddle, obviously took a little beat down Monday night. I'm sorry, it was after the December 5th edition of Raw. And according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave was questioning WWE's decision regarding the handling of the situation with Riddle. Now, basically, he's saying if the story is accurate, the claim is it's his second failure for a wellness policy, but he was never suspended for the first failure, and they're supposed to announce every failure on the main roster. They haven't announced any of his failures yet. So, obviously, that's why Dave is questioning it now. Failures can, I mean, even when Roman Reigns popped positive, he didn't pop positive. It was for not getting his paperwork in, if you remember. So there's many ways to fail a drug test, but one of the things not going very well or in his favor for Matt Riddle is his new girlfriend. Misha Montana. Porn star, Misha Montana. Um, I read some tweet. I couldn't find it again, but I read it over the weekend and I should have saved it about like Matt Riddle was at some dude's house over the weekend, like banging this chick in front of the guy's mom in a hot tub. I don't know. But anyway,
Okay, hold on 1 second because I just managed to charge and switch over the audio to my wireless headphones, and I came in on Matt Riddle banging somebody's mom in a hot tub.
no. In front of somebody's mom, he was banging this porn star he's seeing, Misha Montana.
Somebody whose mom though?
I guess he was at some guy's house, living the rock star life. I don't know. I should have saved the tweet. I didn't. I'm not even sure if it was real. But anyway, he is seeing Misha Montana, which is not in favor. Once again, folks, this is supposed to be this wholesome company geared towards children. And then you got Matt Riddle. Yeah, you got Matt Riddle out there doing what he's doing. Now, it should be, I believe cocaine is out of your system in a few days. I believe. I think like 2 to 3 days it's out of your system. So he would have had to been like snorting like that morning or something. Who knows? Because that's what people are sort of saying. It was probably coke or something like that. We don't really know what it was for. Absolutely, we don't. He may have just not got his fucking paperwork in. We all know WWE weed. They just like fine you for weed. The wrestlers called it like a pot smoking tax or something. So, but I guess according to Alvarez, he said sometimes people get popped and they don't get suspended. Sometimes they get popped and they do get suspended. Sometimes they test positive and they get fired. And he said it's kind of all over the place the way they handle this thing. But if all stories are true, Matt Riddle was suspended. And I would assume Matt Riddle probably just has this look on his face as he's being suspended. All right, dude. I'm out of here, bro.
Look, I know that that's not what you said, but I'm just going to choose to believe that it was Brian Alvarez who like saw them in the hot tub. It was his hot tub. Like he just somehow managed to sneak into Alvarez's hot tub. Alvarez comes out with like a big plate full of pizza rolls.
My mom's in the pool, and he's just fucking this girl right in front of her. She can't even eat the pizza rolls I brought out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Or she brought to me. I can't remember which one. What do you think, Dave?
I mean, you're going to definitely have to readjust the chlorine level after that.
Probably smoked that water.
Ooh.
Just saying. All right. So, anywho, Matt Riddle, folks, suspended. Lots of stories going around. We really have no clue what the hell he was suspended for. We don't know what was in his system. They haven't announced anything. Not that I know of. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. I don't think they've announced what he got caught with. I don't think they've even announced anything, really. I think this was all just kind of leaked out through Meltzer and Alvarez.
When I understand it, I think he's supposed to be going to rehab, too.
I read that, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't know because
sort of up in the air.
I mean, I guess if he got popped for a hard control, like a hard substance, like coke or something like that, I guess that would make a lot of sense.
He was popping somebody with a hard substance.
Well, he had a hard substance, is what you're saying. I understand now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Right. But he, I don't know. I guess they sort of just kind of broke this story, though. And I guess, if he was doing that would be a suspension. Maybe, I mean, I would figure, though, if he got busted for something like that, I think they would just fire his ass. I really do. I think if you got busted doing cocaine, this ain't the
I
UFC.
think
This
that's just sort of keeping tradition alive. That's like honoring the heritage, the history of wrestling.
mm, I don't know. This guy, this
They should
guy,
just refer to that as promo class.
this guy just looks like a downer guy, like me. He doesn't look like an upper guy. But I guess anything can happen down and out with a fucking porn star. Porn stars do like their coke and mollies and all kinds of shit. So I don't know. I mean, technically, really, every girl now is a porn star. They can just go on video and do it, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, Matt Riddle, folks, he'll be back, maybe. I don't know. No one knows.
You waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday."
There you go. So anyway, well, I guess we'll see what
That's
happens.
also where Frosty went. He was snorted by Matt.
There you go. All right. Poor Frosty. All right. So, all right, folks, there you go. Like I said, Matt Riddle suspended for a little while. Don't know what he did. Don't know what it really was. A lot of speculation out there. What are we gonna do? We'll find out when we find out. If we find out, we may not. I guess we'll have to just wait and see, everybody. That's the way it's gonna have to go, folks. Mark,
Yeah.
go ahead, man.
So I have two more. This one's not as interesting, and I'm going to hit you with a more interesting one later, so stick around. According to a report from PW Insiders, what a tease that was, a San Jose judge ruled yesterday that a conference will be held on September 7, 2023 to determine a trial date of MLW's lawsuit against WWE. Both sides are required to submit their amended pleadings by February 29, 2023. They will then go to discovery period. That's my favorite television channel, where material related to the case will be disclosed. MLW filed a suit against WWE in January, alleging that the company pressured third parties to abandon contracts and prospective relationships with them. MLW cited a potential streaming deal that would have, quote, been transformative for the company as an example. The suit also alleges that WWE interfered in talks MLW was having with Vice TV in early 2021. MLW did produce one special on Vice TV that aired after Dark Side of the Ring on October 7, 2021. Quote, WWE has been wrongfully depriving its competitors of critical opportunities for many years, but its latest conduct has been even more unconsequential. I'm surprised I hit that one. MLW CEO Court Bauer said in a press release, quote, I think we speak for the rest of the professional wrestling world when we say this is anti-competitive behavior that has to stop.
Okay. Makes sense. There's got to be something to this if it's being allowed to proceed all the way to September of next year. That's a long wait, long drawn out wait. But I don't know. There's got to be something to this. Obviously, if a judge ruled that they can reconvene and that it's going to be a trial date. So I guess if they can dig up enough evidence and get a trial date, then I don't think MLW is going to win. I think if WWE brings them to court, they're going to squash them. But we'll see if it makes trial. There could be a settlement. There could still be a settlement before this reaches September. I wouldn't doubt if there was. That's a long time away.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to lose too, but I don't fault them for keeping going. I mean, they're apparently willing to fight this out, and I commend them for that.
That's it, folks. Fight the good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight the good fight. But yeah, like I said, there's got to be something to it if a judge is ruling that they're allowed to come back and get a trial date. So I guess we'll see what happens with this. But I mean, this wasn't the only company that had said that. Flat out, one of the companies said it was Stephanie flat out that did it. I think it might have been MLW. I think it might have been MLW who said that, but I know there was another company also. ROH was doing the same thing for a while, right?
Yeah, they had similar allegations against WWE.
Yeah. So I forget which one, but one of them flat out said Stephanie made the call. Told them if they put our station on, then they're gonna pull their shit.
Which I mean is not an unprecedented thing. We were talking about we had talked about Survivor Series a couple weeks ago, and they were telling pay-per-view companies that if they aired Starrcade that was on the same day that they were going to not give them access to WrestleMania. So shit like that's happened before.
Yeah. Well, it's not really ethical. I didn't say it
No,
was illegal, but it's not ethical. I know ethics and wrestling shouldn't be in the same sentence. I understand. But every now and then it should be in there. But I guess we'll have to see what happens with this. Like I said, I got a feeling it's probably going to be settled before September. Probably just going to fade away. We may never hear of it again, to be honest with you.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's been progressing farther than I think we both thought it was going to. So
Oh yeah, I
so
didn't.
far, it's gone way past expectation.
Yeah, it's gone way further than I thought it was going to. So I guess I just got to keep seeing what fucking happens here. I guess. So all right, let me get into something here. I guess, Mark. Speaking of allegations of things happening around here, Vince McMahon, folks, he's a crazy old man. We all know that. The old fuddy duddy he is. Old Vince, look at this. Look at him right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's Vince right there. Well, Vince McMahon actually has new sexual allegations against him. Not new, kind of redone lawsuits. This is once again from Rita Chatterton is asking for 11.75 million in damages from McMahon, who she did accuse of raping her in a limousine in 1986. We talked about this a couple months ago, Mark, maybe even a year ago. But according to Jerry McDevitt, the WWE attorney, this is actually happening. And of course, Vince has denied the allegations. And another woman is also suing Vince for the same thing, kind of jumping on this same little lawsuit. This is also the same paralegal that was just accusing him a few months ago. So basically, Vince McMahon not out of trouble yet, folks. I don't know if these are going to go anywhere. I got a feeling these are all going to be squashed like a bug. This is all from Forbes, by the way. This isn't from some rag out there. This is Forbes. This is Forbes putting this article out. So that's about it.
No, no, it isn't.
Well, not completely. It's about
No,
it
it is
on
not.
that. So Vince McMahon decided, with all this stuff going on, in the midst of all this, he thinks it'd be a good
What better
idea.
place than here? What
Yeah.
better time than now?
What better time than now for a comeback? He Oh man. That's right. I guess he told people that he intends to make a comeback and said that he regrets leaving the company, being told to step down from the board like he was. Thinks that these allegations probably should just blow over soon. And listen, I mean, the guy has majority control over the company. I don't see how this can be a good idea, a good thing. This can't be good. This can't be a good idea. He can't do this. I know he wants to. I could see it happening. I could see Triple H being put to the side. I should have kept that Triple H picture up there. But I just don't see him coming back. I don't see any of the board allowing it. Yes, even though Vince owns a shitload of the company, the board can still say, you ain't coming back. because they own a shitload of the company too. I promise you. So they can still tell him he's not coming back. So this could get odd. To be honest with you.
Oh, it's going to. It is good. Like there are three potential options here.
Mm-hmm.
Either nothing happens,
Mm.
they let him come back, which does not seem likely, and this fucking that's going to be really bad on the sponsorship deals. I have a funny feeling that Mattel is not going to be wild about that one either. Or he is the majority like stock owner,
Uh-huh.
so like he could theoretically attempt a coup, but he's
Yeah.
going to have to fire a lot of people.
Oh yeah. But I think he would.
I think he would too. That's what makes this so fucking interesting is that there's a storm a brewing.
I think this old crazy fuddy-duddy would pull the fucking IPO, take him off a public company, and put him back to private just to get back in that company.
Because like if he does end up, let's just theoretically, he tries to come back, they don't let him. He fucking stages a coup. Their sponsorship deals are going to fucking tank.
Yeah, they're going to start flying a little bit. They are going to.
Like, there's going to be some big problems. They're going to be losing some money.
Yeah, and I think actually SBC just posted that article that I'm talking about right now. Yep, that's it right there. Wall Street Journal. That's the exact one I was just talking about. Wall Street Journal and Forbes both put out articles. Again, I was trying to go with some reputable sources when I was doing this today. Don't know why, but I was. So I found them. They're not bad. So yeah, I mean,
That'd be great. Vince comes back and like the very next day, Mandy Rhodes is back.
well, I got to tell you, I mean, think about it. Did you hear about either one of these stories today?
No, and that's kind of the interesting thing
Did you hear about
because
Mandy
he had
Rose?
the Vice documentary came out last night too.
Yep, but you heard about Mandy Rose today, didn't you?
Sure did.
And I heard that Vice documentary was like all the Dark Side of the Rings wrapped into one, just about Vince McMahon.
You know, I had to be fair. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to watch it like within the next couple days. But yeah, I heard it's not too great for him.
Well, what better time for a comeback, Smart, than now?
God bless this crazy.
I
old
mean,
motherfucker.
really. What better time for a comeback than now? I'll tell you, this old fucking fuddy-duddy. Oh,
Well, okay,
shit.
let's just say that like what he's being accused of, like, okay, benefit of a doubt that he didn't do it. Probably did it, but let's just say that it did come out and it was confirmed that he was paying people hush money with
Yes.
company funds.
Yes, does not look good. Goes to credibility, Your Honor.
Yes, like that's been established as the truth.
Yeah, he was paying hush money. Now, we don't know how long he'd been paying hush money. To be honest with you, we don't know if he did this before the company went public. This could be going back years and years and years and years, and no one knows it. But it could be. It definitely could be, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy seems like he's fucking like the John Gotti, the Teflon Don. So you know, anything that fucking, that even attempts to stick to him just slides right off.
If he ends up winning this and he ends up taking back the company, I don't think that's going to happen. But I would more than anything, I would just love the new episode of Cable for 3 on the WWE Network to be fucking him, Ric Flair, and Jerry Lawler.
Triple H in the background, just crying.
Just like I work so, yeah, poor Triple H. He works so hard, and it's all gonna go up in flames.
And from everything you read, like morale is good. People are happy. People are, happy to come back to work again. They're not scared to death for their jobs every time they walk in the building. That's got to be a better feeling than walking into the guy that just really was. I mean, let's face it, this company wasn't doing great under him. It's not doing the best now, but from what I see and what I hear, it's definitely better than it was and getting better slowly. Listen, you can't fucking fix what 10 years of, you know, shit in 1 year. Maybe not even 2
Hmm.
years. Maybe not even 2 years. Might take a while. But like you were saying, if Vince came back, it would be like taking 10 steps forward and 50 steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be right back to the old shit, right back to the old feuds, and there would be a firing spree again.
Mhm.
Everyone Triple H brought back, you're fired. Fired. Every one of them. So that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, it's going to be really fucking interesting the next couple of weeks or months, unless he just, for whatever reason, decides to drop all of this, which I doubt would happen, but who knows?
Yeah, I hope it gets freaky. I hope it gets freaky.
Like,
Well,
just imagine what the fucking like Christmas is going to be like over at that house.
well, winter is coming.
Hmm.
Quicker than we think, but real quick, Mark, just a real quick one. We don't need to spend a lot of time. Then you can go ahead and hit your last one and wrap up the news. I think you only got one more. Yeah.
Mhm.
This is a quick one right here. And like I said, we're not going to spend a lot of time. Mia Yim went ahead and actually had to delete her Twitter account for right now because she took this picture with Austin Theory. And immediately everyone was like, oh, they fucking. She's cheating on Keith Lee. That's it. They're fucking. Okay. What does she say? She says, okay, block button ready to go. Apparently, I can't take pics or get excited about seeing people I haven't seen in a while. I love my husband and only have eyes for him. Apologies for any disrespect. Men and women can be friends without it being sexual. This all happened yesterday. Yesterday morning. I mean, is he like holding her up with his cock? Doesn't look like it. Do they look
Meanwhile,
like
you got Vince in the background being like, "Yeah, that's right, pal. We could just be friends. That's all I ever was anymore."
sit on his bench, Mia? Okay. I use
Body
bench in
punch.
air quotes if you're looking at me.
My face doesn't allow me to do it anymore, but I attempted a wink.
Not sure if you saw that, but I tried. Okay. Yeah, this picture, I mean, look, you'd pretty much have to be. I mean, what kind of sick fucks are out there that you literally can't just look at this picture and go, all right, looks like, hey, two wrestlers excited to see each other, taking a picture. Who gives a fuck? What is the big deal? I don't know. I think it's pretty sad that she had to. Once again, wrestling fans showing what absolute pieces of garbage they can be. Present company excluded. That means for everybody downloading, listening, all of you are excluded in that comment, by the way.
We love you.
Oh, yeah, you too, Smart. I forgot about you.
I don't know. I feel like I should be included in this because while you were saying that, I was thinking it would be funny if somebody photoshopped Brad Maddox into the picture.
Just sitting back there with a camera. With a shrug on his shoulders, like, are you gonna?
Guys.
Keith Lee's just back there going, no. Okay. You know that will not happen, my friend. Indubitably, it will never happen.
No trespass shall be permitted against me.
You must be out of your cranium. But yeah, I think it's pretty
Meanwhile,
shitty.
he's just dressed like a fucking train conductor.
Well, yeah. minus the hat. But anyway, um, can't see him in a hat. But anyway, yeah, I think this is a pretty fucking harmless picture. But everyone, of course, on social media has to make a fucking huge deal of it. So there you go. Her Twitter, bye bye. Over this little innocent picture. Anyway, it's Mark.
How long until it's back? I'm saying less than 2 weeks.
Probably. But the fact that she even has to fucking do it because people just won't fucking leave her alone and have to insinuate that she's cheating on her husband. They're probably messaging her husband like, "Did you see that picture? Did you see that picture? Look at the picture, man." Fucking dumb fucks.
He just slowly sliding out a monocle so they can examine the photo.
Yeah. He seems to have an erect penis here, Mia. Can we talk about this?
Not saying that that's your fault, but it's just it's uncouth. It's uncouth.
I'm not saying you allowed him to have this erection. What I'm saying is it's not proper. Okay.
Not insinuating that any sort of fornication Congress has been achieved.
Oh,
But
whoa. That's too wordy for me.
it's Keith Lee territory. Anything goes when it's Keith Lee.
See, I just don't have that vocabulary. I just don't. I'm more of a fuck it kind of guy.
I want a Keith Lee podcast so bad. Or like that could just be that could be a segment. You're trying to get people to like start watching Rampage again. Just have like Keith Lee's like word of the day.
That's the problem. Everyone would just be looking up the words he uses. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Dude, why didn't you just say what you meant? Good
Have a fucking
God.
Keith Lee smoking jacket on AEW.com or whatever shop AEW.
Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. We may get one. You never know. We
Keith Lee ascots.
What would you call the Keith Lee podcast?
Just fucking must hear.
The indubitably undeniable hour.
Mm-hmm.
No, too much. Too wordy. Let's see.
I must bring forth your attention to BlueChew.com.
I would love to just hear him read the ingredients of something. I don't know why. Just would.
This appears to have lethal amounts of riboflavin. I don't know why. I have no idea why I'm making like Keith Lee like pseudo British, but it just seems appropriate.
And yellow dye number 5. Okay.
My favorite. The yellow dye is yellow dye number 5.
Well, that was the favorite of the cop on Die Hard. Al.
Mm-hmm.
Al loved Twinkies, but it was his pregnant wife who he claimed liked Twinkies. And I won't lie, I had Twinkies for breakfast this morning.
Interesting.
I don't know why. They were there. I was hungry. They looked good. I said, fuck it, Twinkies. I had to get gas. I stopped at 7-Eleven to get gas. I walk in the store to grab a drink, and they had Twinkies up at the counter like an impulse buy, like a fucking grocery store. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. Now I want Twinkies.
I mean, I suppose there could have been much worse choices made at 7-Eleven, so.
Yeah, I could have got like their chicken salad sandwich or something.
Yeah, at least you didn't get anything off the like fucking conveyor belt of death.
Oh, I have. Don't get me wrong. I have before, and
We all have. It's a mistake we all must make at some point in our lives.
It is, and actually, if you get their little, they have the little Italian sandwich there. If you get that and grab an Italian dressing, it's really not that bad. Just make sure you put a lot of that dressing. Just get every bit of that fucking thing out of there. You're gonna need it.
Actually, believe it or not, we didn't have 7-Elevens here where I live.
Hmm.
And by where I live, I just mean like in Tennessee in general for the most part. Um, I think there might have been like one in Nashville, but even that I'm not sure of. But they just started building them here. So like next year they're gonna open up and I'm pretty fucking jazzed about it. Because I used to love fucking slurs. I used to love being able to speak English. I used to love Slurpees.
Oh
That would
yeah.
be like the thing that my mom would have when she was pregnant with me. She would have frozen pizzas and Slurpees.
Well, not only do we have 7-Elevens, just regular, but we have a lot of chevrons here that are built with chevrons and exons with 7-Elevens connected to them.
Nice.
So most of our 7-Elevens that are down here are connected to gas stations. So it's pretty cool. I like it. We get some good stuff down here, man. I mean, we didn't. Although I mean, we didn't have In-N-Out Burger. They just opened those down here. So that's not
Hmm.
bad. That's good stuff. That's good shit right there. I like those burgers, man. They're pretty fucking good.
Once it's kind of hard for me to be a judge of it because when I had it, I like the only thing I would eat on a burger was just the burger, cheese, and then it was like ketchup. So like I kind of missed out on the actual experience because now I'll have it as is, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, all that shit. I usually lettuce, tomatoes I'm not wild about on burgers because I just don't like the way it tastes. But I did miss out on my like having the full experience when I went to In-N-Out because I got basically just the most basic burger you could possibly imagine.
Not wild about tomatoes. Tomatoes?
On a chicken sandwich, yes. On a burger, I don't like the way that the tomato goes with the beef.
See, I make sure if I do that, if I do get where you're going. It kind of makes it a little almost like sour.
Yeah, it doesn't. They don't play well together. I don't feel like.
Salt. Salt helps. Put some salt on that fucking tomato, then put it on there. I promise you, it'll make a difference.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Burgers.
instead of just omitting the tomato, I should just like raise my blood pressure.
Well, here's the thing. Tomatoes don't have that much flavor when you just cut them and throw them on a burger. They don't. They just kind of squirt. But burgers also, if you put salt on them before you cook them, which you're kind of supposed to, kind of not, the heat kind of cooks off the flavor of the salt. So what I do is I put the salt all over the tomato, put the tomato in there, and then it holds the flavor of the salt better than the actual burger does. This is what happens when you eat stones, Mark, okay?
I understand. Yeah, you become emerald.
You figure shit out that no one ever needs to fucking know, and then you tell people. So anyway, Smark, you got one more story, man. Why don't you go ahead and wrap up this news?
I sure do. All right, so when you think about Japanese wrestling, you think about all the greats. You think about Liger. You think about fucking Mizawa. You think
Mhm.
about Sasha Banks. That's apparently what's going on now because New Japan's got themselves a new star in their hands, apparently. Sasha Banks is heading to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Didn't have that one on the bingo card, did you? Beginning with Wrestle Kingdom 17 next month. Per reports that dropped last week, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer then stated over the weekend that the boss is effectively done with WWE right now. That Banks' appearance at Wrestle Kingdom had no involvement from WWE, and that the two sides have agreed to multiple dates. Uh, the Voices of Wrestling then dropped an extensive report on the situation between Banks and Bushiroad, the parent company of both New Japan and Stardom, on Monday. Per Joe Lasagna, that's not how that's pronounced, but that's how I want to call him. The negotiations started shortly after Banks walked out on an episode of Monday Night Raw in May, but initially fizzled out over Banks' asking price. But then company president, oh Jesus Christ, I hadn't accounted for this. President Man the Third gave the green light to push
Just call him
harder for a
TK,
deal.
goddammit. Just call him TK.
Yeah, well, TK, but not Tony Khan, the other
Right.
one.
There you go.
It is being described as a quote limited appearance deal and will make her the highest paid contracted star in Bushiroad. While the report didn't confirm if Banks had signed the deal or not, it did note that the idea is for Banks' involvement to establish Stardom as a number two wrestling promotion in Japan, and that she'd feud with Kairi Sane over the IWGP Women's Championship. Reports of WWE attempting to mend fences with Banks and Naomi popped up not long after Vince McMahon departed the company. Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan, and Paul Levesque took over. Though it was later reported talks with Banks stalled after her asking price for a new contract was considered too high. Levesque discussed Banks during an interview with Ariel Helwani in September, which is good to know, but I'm not going to read all that shit. The point is that Sasha Banks is headed to New Japan.
Yeah, definitely headed to New Japan, which I think is actually pretty cool for her, man. I think now I guess they're doing this for January, is what they were saying, and
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom the 4th.
4th. That's right. I guess they're figuring by then she should be null and void of any WWE contract or anything holding her back. Now, a lot of people are saying that her and WWE are probably still negotiating. That's possible. She may come back next year. I have a feeling she could walk back in that company at pretty much any time she felt like it and wanted to.
Perhaps.
Excuse me. She's an established star. She's a very big name. Has gotten, had a few things happen in Hollywood for her, and has a very famous family member. So it wouldn't hurt to ever. I think she could walk right back into WWE and say, "Hey, Trips, I want back in." A year and a half, 2 years down the road, whatever it was, and I think he'd say, "Definitely, let's do this." Or Vince, since he's coming back and all.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I mean, Vince is going to pay her the money that Triple H won't.
Oh yeah. So, I don't know. And everyone was saying, "Oh, the whole thing with her and everything is not. They can't agree on money." Well, maybe if that was the case, maybe she figured out that she doesn't need WWE. Maybe she figured out WWE needs her more than she needs them. She was getting work. Her and Naomi both were getting work. Matter of fact, there was a picture of Naomi and Jade Cargill sitting together at a baseball game, I believe it was. Talk about baddies right there. Those are both. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Bad as fuck. That's about the only thing you could call them. So, I don't know, man. I think she can go back to that company anytime she wants. So for her to go out, maybe sow her wild wrestling oats wouldn't be a bad idea. Go out, get a few, kind of dream bookings, do her thing, and then when she's ready to chill out a little bit, go back to WWE. Like I said, I think they would welcome her with open arms.
Yeah, probably. So you excited about the Wrestle Kingdom now that we're going to have Sasha Banks versus Minoru Suzuki?
Oh, well, now I'm going to have to get up at 3 a.m. and watch.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's not even guaranteed she's in a wrestling role. I just don't see them bringing her all the way over to Japan to do a run in, a quick something. I don't know. You would think she's doing something when she's over there. So we'll definitely find out over the next week or two, I'm sure. Because
I mean, imagine how many fucking T-shirts, not from me, but from weirdos. How many fucking T-shirts it'd sell if you fucking threw her in the Bullet Club?
Yeah. And there'd be bullets and clubs, and guys would be shooting bullets and dropping bullets and shooting blanks.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of the kind of people that are buying, popping those $800 fucking Mandy Rhodes photos. Yeah, they might be buying themselves a Bullet Club T-shirt.
They'd be shooting Sasha blanks. Sasha blanks. Anyway.
Very good. Very good.
I couldn't even see you, but I think you were halfway laughing at that.
I was laughing at you laughing at it. So sort of tangentially, yes, I was.
I knew it was a bad joke. I said it anyway.
Because I couldn't see you, but I was also picturing you just sort of slapping your hand on the fucking desk. I got myself a good one there.
No, I didn't slap. You would have heard me. You can hear that. I think you can. You should be able to. So yeah, I almost called her Sasha Blanks, Billy Blank's cousin. No, no. So all right, I mean, like I said, January seems like it's far away, but it's only 3 weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Winter is coming, folks.
SBC says her back is going to break in the New Japan ring.
I guess we'll see what happens with that. That's a bold prediction for 2023. Okay.
That would be pretty fucking bad if she just immediately got injured and they paid her all that money.
This is like the death pool.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to IYH for their death pool. Okay.
Old death pool.
They still have that?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know either. I know they used to. I remember it. It was morbid. It was morbid, to say the least. So, shit. Well, good luck.
Real quick before we move on, I do like the idea of a bunch of just all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's going to be a bunch of 14-year-old girls and a bunch of guys who look like me simultaneously tweeting about Wrestle Kingdom. That is the most amazing shit. I can't. I'm not. I might not even watch the pay-per-view. I might just look at Twitter of just a bunch of girls and a bunch of 30-year-old men staying up at 3 a.m. just tweeting about Japanese wrestling.
Yeah. So whoever wants to hang out with Dave Meltzer at 3 a.m. can do that.
Dave Meltzer giving a crash course of fucking Japanese wrestling to a group of middle school girls.
Yeah,
that's going to be wild.
Absolutely, I could see it happening. So I think that brings us to AEW, doesn't it?
It does.
A little Dynamite talk, I believe. Hell yeah.
So I will say real quick before we get into this too much, I did not see the show, and that is not my fault because the power has gone out multiple times today.
Really?
Yes, that is why I sent you news and then did not answer your Skype calls.
Oh, you were thinking about not even coming on. Okay.
That's right, and I'm blaming it on the power.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. We can get through this. I mean, I took quick notes. We don't need to spend much time on this, dude. We've already been on for an hour and 40.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, I'm going to hear you describe the show, and then I will occasionally chime in if the mood strikes me.
Well, I've got some pictures we can show too, Smart. So I'll make it almost like a children's book. I'll make it some pictures for you. Not many words. I'll use very little words for you.
Ooh. Okay, the Dynamite pop-up book. I'm looking forward to it.
I did not mean that to be rude. I know it sounded that way, but I was just joking.
It sure did, but I'm not offended. We can keep it moving.
I hope not. I was fucking with you. All right. Anyway, before we even get into this week's AEW, they already announced matches for next week's AEW, which is Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland face to face. We've got FTR and the Gun Club, the Ass Boys, whatever you want to call them. Death Triangle versus the Elite in a no DQ match. We'll explain how it got there in a little while. And Jamie Hayter and Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's title, which they put a couple of, or one good video package up for tonight. I think Jamie Hayter's actually making, so far, just a couple of weeks, I think she's actually a very good champion so far.
That's good.
Well, they hadn't really let her talk much, and now they're letting her, and she ain't bad.
They haven't, outside of Britt Baker, I guess, they haven't really given them their champions that much promo time. I mean, I don't know if that's cause and effect or what, but it doesn't seem like a lot of them have gotten a lot of an opportunity to talk.
No, not really, but they're definitely starting to with her. speaking of former champions, they are in San Antonio next week. I don't know if Thunder Rosa's healthy enough to go back, but I wouldn't doubt if we even saw her out there just to come out and wave a hand, maybe cut a promo, or let us know an update or something. But we'll see what happens with that. But this week, though, we had AEW. Winter is coming, Smark, right from about 45 minutes from here, Garland, Texas. That's probably why I hit traffic driving home. Seriously, I'd pretty much drive right by the exit for the arena, so it was shitty getting home today. But we did kick off with the best of 7 series, Mark. We kicked off with the Elite versus the Death Triangle. It was what do you expect from these matches? They're all good. They're all pretty much the same. The hammer got used again. Only thing different is after the match, Omega says, "Hey, since you guys use the hammer and you do almost every match, why don't we just make the hammer legal? Hell, why don't we just make weapons legal? Hell, why don't we just make this a no fucking DQ match next week?" You knew they had to switch this up a little bit. You can't just do 7 straight matches. Just, okay, straight rules, all the matches. This will switch it up a little bit. They gave us last week off. They're not just jamming this down our throats, which is kind of what I figured they were going to do with this. So, but it's now 3-1 with Lucha Brothers getting the win here once again with the hammer. They get the win, so they're all, still kind of cheating to get that win. But right after that, we get MJF. He's backstage with Alex Marvez. Listen, I hate to say MJF cuts the same promo, but MJF's cut the usual MJF promo here on Ricky Starks. Pretty much he basically just kind of reiterated everything he said last week, but it was still good. MJF is always good at cutting that promo, so you can always expect it to be a damn good one. Then, Smark, we get the Acclaimed. Boy, the crowd was I'm not going to say they were quiet, but they were sitting. We just come back from a commercial. The Acclaimed come out, and I swear to God, it was like a sea of people standing up at once when the Acclaimed came out. Just absolutely, music hits, crowd loves it. They start walking out. You got Max Caster doing his little rap and everything. And next thing you know, you get Satnam Singh, Sanjay Dutt, and Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett. They all come out there. They jump him from behind. And Max Caster ends up with a guitar to the head. Jeff Jarrett, same shit. Comes out, yells, screams, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
I do love that catchphrase of his.
Slap nuts. Blah, blah.
That was pretty awesome if that was the actual promo that he cut.
I think it was.
He's grabbed back for the blah, 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 slap nuts, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Slap nuts. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Slap nuts. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, slap nuts. Wah, wah. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm sorry, man. I got no issues with Jeff Jarrett, but it's almost 2023, and I'm still seeing Jeff Jarrett on my television. And I'm confused by it. And I'm confused because I'm like, man, Jeff Jarrett kind of looks cool. And then I say, man, it's 2023. I didn't think I'd ever be saying those words. I'm kind of.
It's the career resurgence of Jeff Jarrett. Nobody they expected. He's the PCO of his time now.
I mean, that's like, I'm confused. I'm also a little upset with myself because I'm liking that. But it's just kind of the way it's going. But
why do I want that match now? I want to see PCO versus Jeff Jarrett.
I don't know. I could see that, though. That wouldn't be a bad match. But let's just keep going here. Not really much that. I mean, it was a good show, but there wasn't like a ton to this show. So I'll give you what we got.
which is not a great thing to say about like supposed to be their big show of the month or in between pay-per-views. It's like, well, not a lot happened here.
Not saying a lot didn't happen. Maybe I took bad notes. I don't know. It just wasn't the greatest, wasn't the worst. It was a decent thing. I mean, you had Jericho Appreciation Society, as we see here, JAS backstage. There were some funny lines in this one. They're backstage with Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone brings up Jericho losing to Claudio at Final Battle. Jericho got swung like 30 plus times before he tapped out mid swing. I did see that match. But they're talking about Daniel Garcia also losing the title, the pure ROH title, ROH pure title. And Jericho is like, I want you to follow around your elder, Sammy Guevara. And Daniel Garcia's like, he just has this look on his face like, are you fucking kidding? So I have a feeling we're going to end up back in the same boat with the same storyline. He's getting sick of it. Blah, blah, slap nuts, blah. Same
Of course,
thing.
the signature Chris Jericho catchphrase, slap nuts.
No, actually, this segment ended with, for some reason, Jake Hager just at the end of this segment just goes, "Arr!"
I mean, I didn't expect us to be here, but he's the best part of that stable.
All I know is that at the end of the segment, I went, what the fuck? What just happened?
He has his own charisma.
He has purple hat and a little bit of charisma.
He'll be so great in the 80s. He's got a hat. Just yells shit that doesn't make any sense.
For a second there, I thought he took over the fucking Gold Dust role of Tourette's.
Ooh.
Just out of nowhere. You heard a yell. And literally, if you watch it back, you'll see Jericho just look at him like, the fuck was that?
Thanks. So, I mean, I want to see this now. You sold me on that particular segment. I go back and watch anything.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm here for. All right. So, after weeks of people complaining about not seeing Brian Cage on TV, we get Brian Cage on TV again. Smart.
Those people weren't me, by the
way. All right. I'm not blaming you. I promise.
Yeah, I was not dipping the quill pen into the ink to write the angry letters on this one.
No. It's okay. It was social media, Smart. Come on. You know how it goes.
I see.
All right. So, doing that. And so we get Brian Cage. He comes out there. He's got Prince Nana. It's Brian Cage versus Jungle Boy. The crowd was literally, when I say the crowd was sitting on their hands for Brian Cage's entrance, I want y'all to watch this back. Brian Cage is walking into the ring. Jungle Boy's music hits. They pan to the crowd. Suddenly people are standing up. It's like they were sitting there and clapping. It's like, oh, Brian Cage. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, muscle guy. All right. Swole. Yeah, you're Swoverine. Right. Yeah. GMSI guy. Yeah. And then fucking Jungle Boy's music hits. He hasn't even walked out yet, and the crowd starts standing up, and they lit the fuck up for the guy. I don't know. I don't know what Brian Cage needs to do, but I think the guy has a lot of fucking talent. I just don't understand why they I don't know. Some people have said it's his attitude. Oh, he's got a piss poor attitude. I hate to say it, but I might have a piss poor attitude if I was him too. Everywhere he goes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, we've talked about this before. It's one of those like really weird mysteries. It's just like, what is it that he's missing? Because he's missing something, but it's hard to put a finger on. Like, I mean, he's not the best talker. There's that, but
he's not.
I mean, there's been people who are worse at promos than he is that have gotten a lot farther.
He's not. You give the guy a fucking manager. He's jacked as fuck. Honestly, the mohawk looks dumb as shit. He looks dumber than Sheamus did with it. But that's neither here nor there. I really have no issue with it. I just think it looks stupid. It's got nothing to do with his fucking character. But he's a jacked guy. He can talk. It's not that he can't cut a promo. Let's face it, he can cut a better promo than fucking Ricochet. I know it's not saying
This
much.
is true.
That's not saying much, but if I had to, say which has had better promos in their life, I'll go Brian Cage. I'll go Brian Cage with that. Confidently, I would say that. I just don't see. I mean, I know he was over in NXT. It's got to be. There's only one common denominator in Brian Cage not being pushed well in every company Brian Cage is in, and the only common denominator is Brian Cage.
Right.
I don't know if we just don't hear about it, like if we're just hearing the tip of the iceberg of what he does backstage or his attitude, but there's got to be something holding this guy back at every company he goes to. Lucha Underground didn't push him like he probably should have. WWE definitely didn't push him like he should have. Now he's here, and he's just kind of like in the background. He gets used when the internet bitches. Okay. If that's the way we're going to go, I don't know. But we get Brian Cage out there. So finally, like I said, Jungle Boy out there with him. The crowd was literally, like I said, just sitting on their hands. Jungle Boy's music hits. They light the fuck up. Jungle Boy gets the fucking win here. And he calls out Smark. He's no longer Morrissey or W. Morrissey. He's now Big Bill. Big Kaz is now Big Bill. So that's what they're calling him. Yep. So Stokely Hathaway comes out as Jungle Boy calls out.
Is he sitting on the steps of Capitol Hill?
No, he's not. He should be. But
what a fucking terrible name. And I like him. I'm coming around on him. But W. Morrissey is, I don't know if it's a good name necessarily, but it was unique at the very least. What the fuck is Big Bill?
I think
is he a trucker now? That'd be a pretty cool fucking
that'd be a great trucker. It's like someone said Big Bitch, and someone thought that said, did he say Big Bill? It's like, no, I called him Big Bitch. Well, Big Bill's a good name. Anyway, why do I have this feeling?
They need to have a Little Bill, but then that kind of Bill Cosby had a cartoon called Little Bill, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't think that'll work anymore. But I just have this feeling that this big dumb oaf is the one that thought of this idea. But anyway,
Big Bill.
That's neither here nor there. So, like I said, Stokely Hathaway comes walking out right after the match after he calls out Big Bill, and of course, this was a distraction. Next thing you know, all the firm is down there in the ring, and next thing you know, they're beating the shit out of Jungle Boy, and you hear the music for Hook. Hook finally comes out. The crowd's going fucking batshit again. And the firm gets out of the ring because obviously Smark Hook is an incredibly large and intimidating person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, wait, he's not.
I mean, he's half Taz.
Okay, I'll go with that. But you get Hook coming out, who, I hate to use this reference, but looks like he's ready to shoot up a school worse than Darby is. And they walk out of the ring. Morrissey is like 8 feet taller than Hook. And they're running from him like it was the weirdest thing. I
mean, if we're following that logic, if he looks like he's going to shoot up a school, it makes sense that you would run from him.
He's unarmed. Anyway, looks like they're trying to do everything they can to keep this Blackpool Combat Club together. I don't know why. I think it's better they fucking just kill it, but it looks like they're not going to. We got Moxley, Claudio, and Yuta. They're backstage. Moxley's just cutting a promo, putting those two guys over. Can't we just let a good thing die peacefully, quietly? Just give it a hug and let it go. No,
Apparently not.
apparently not. I guess not. So anyway, I was hoping we could, but it looks like we can't. So anyway, we get the House of Black out there. Um, there we go. House of Black. They're out there. They make their entrance. Great entrance. Their entrance just is really good. I enjoy the shit out of it. I think the lights going off twice is a little much, but the funny thing was, Mark, they were going against the factory jobbers. I guess we can call them QT Marshall and his fucking children. Well, Nick Camarado is like kind of staring at Julia Hart, and she goes to spit mist in his face. It just looked like she spit a loogie. It didn't look like mist at all. Excalibur's like, oh my God, the black mist. I'm like, it looked like a white loogie to me. I don't know what you're seeing, but what do I know, right? What do I know?
The old black drizzle.
It didn't even drizzle. I don't even think there was any on her chin. Well, I mean, that's a good girl not letting any get on her chin. But anyway.
That's right. That's what we call work ethic.
That's what I call a keeper. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give her a little pat on the head. Atta girl. You can come back next week. Atta girl.
That's right.
That's right. Thank you, Vince. Oh, shut up. Okay.
Coming into power.
Keep your job another week. Anyway, this match went exactly as long as it should have. Exactly as long as it should have. Pretty much one fucking hit, done. Aleister Black, done. That was all it needed. This match should not have gone long. I was praying it didn't last long, and it did not. So this match, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Renee Paquette is back this week, Smart. I guess she had some sickness last week and couldn't make it.
Oh, no. She got down with the sickness?
She did. Oh, okay.
That's right.
So she's back there with Britt Baker and Rebel, of course. And Sky Blue just decides she's going to interrupt and challenge Britt Baker to a match on Rampage. So she does. Anyway, I know, not much to that one. Anyway, we get the Ocho, Chris Jericho versus Action Andretti. Like I guess like Mario Andretti. Now, I don't know who this guy is. I've really never seen him before. Did you ever heard of this gentleman, Mark?
I have not, as far as I can tell.
Okay. Got a good look to him, actually. Actually, here we go. I got a little picture of him right there. Got a good look to him.
Who does he look like? He looks like somebody.
He does look like somebody.
A little Crash Holly-ish in the face, maybe?
Ooh, a little. Got some crow's feet going on. A little older in the face. I mean, I know he's not an older guy, but he's kind of got that old face to him. Maybe a little bit. I could see that. I could see a little Crash Holly. A little Fred Flintstone, maybe. Crash Holly and Fred Flintstone, maybe. Okay. All right. Anyway, we get this match, Smart. Now, this is how much they gave a shit about this guy. They announce him, and Jericho's name pops up on the graphic. The Ocho, Chris Jericho. They didn't even type this guy's name in the graphic, but this guy ended up winning. Okay, he ended up beating Chris Jericho. Jericho threw a tantrum backstage, throwing everything he could around, and then angrily slamming doors to trunks that were sitting on the floor.
Oh no.
Yeah, it didn't come off very good, but guy got a win, man. Pretty good. I got a feeling we're going to see him again. And he was definitely capable when it came to being in the ring. So, pretty good match between these two. They actually had a pretty good match, and he ended up winning. So I enjoyed that. But there we go. After that, we get Tay Mello versus Ruby Soho. I got to it, man. I'm happy to see Ruby back. I am.
Yeah,
That picture helps. But I always
that's
have been.
true.
It does. But I've always been a fan of Ruby. Even like I said, even back when she was Heidi Lovelace, always a fan. But anyway, while Ruby's making her entrance, getting in the ring, Tay kicks her in the back. Ty. I don't know why I keep calling her Tay. I'm used to it. I swear to God, I had a guy that worked for me named Tay, spelled Tay, the same way. And his name was Tay. Not Ty, Tay. Anywho. Tay basically Ty hits Ruby in the back, knocks her down to the floor. So the match takes a while to start. And to make things worse, they end up outside the ring. Ty is ready to actually walk out. Ruby gets out, grabs her, and Ty hits a brutal looking DDT on the rampway to Ruby. But Ruby does end up getting the win and gets attacked by Anna Jay for her troubles. And for some reason, they're all going after Ruby's new nose. It's going to make me mad. Don't hurt her nose.
There's a lot of money tied up into that nose.
I think she looks amazing, man. I really do. I think she looks great. With her, I mean, I was fine with her with the nose. Didn't matter to me. I'm really not one to talk about fucking large noses, so I forgive. I get the large noses.
Fair enough.
I get it. I do. I would never have surgery because I'm a fucking pussy and don't like surgeries. But anyway, I'll admit it. I don't care. All right, so here we go here, folks. We got a couple little things left here, and we are almost done. So anyway, we get Alex Marvez. He's backstage. He's with Hangman Adam Page. There he is right there. Page, obviously, with is that 10?
No, I think he. Well, no, wait, no, I'm thinking of somebody else. No, never mind.
That's Evil
Maybe.
Uno.
Yeah, it looks like Uno.
He's even losing even more weight, man. I'm telling you, he's looking even skinnier now. Wow, looking good. So anyway, Marva's backstage with Hangman, asks Hangman for an update. Basically, he's asking, when can you wrestle John Moxley? Hangman's like, I really don't know. Probably not anytime soon. He starts bringing up this thing about, obviously we saw what happened to him when he got turned inside out by Moxley, laying on the ground, said he was out for about 60 seconds, and talking about how he couldn't remember his own kid's name for like an hour. Said he's definitely been to hell, and that time of his was hell, not remembering his child's name, and he said he's ready to take Moxley there with him. So after that, we get a little best friends with Dustin Rhodes and Danhausen. I guess they've got a match on Rampage with Kip Sabian and a bunch of other fucking guys. I don't know. But anyway, let's just get to this main event. That's what I say we do. Because
it's a shame that, and like understandably so, that like you can't joke around with concussions anymore, because like it'd be pretty great if that was like for a little while Hangman's new gimmick is that he had like amnesia, like it was part of a fucking sitcom.
yeah, you couldn't do that anymore. People would be like, "This is so offensive. This is making fun of CTE." No, it's not. It's a storyline. Shut up.
Yeah, like the fucking episode of like Full House where like Michelle falls off a horse. They have to explain to her who she is.
There you go. That would be a good one. That would be good. All right. Main event, Ricky Starks, MJF. This was for control of the Dynamite Diamond Ring and the AEW World Championship. Now, we didn't all know that this match was for the championship kind of until last week. It kind of got thrown in there. I really think that when they had Ricky Starks win this match, I don't really feel like they had a plan to give him the ring without beating MJF somehow, some way. I don't think they thought this through very well. This was in my opinion, semi-clever way to keep the ring on MJF, and he doesn't have to lose at all. As a matter of fact, he gets to win because they threw the title shot in there too. You knew at that point Ricky Starks was going to lose. Now you get MJF, who gets to not only keep the ring, keep the title, but everything just kind of stays the same. And I have a feeling, with all we just got with Ricky Starks, I think he's going back to the back of the line again.
Probably. I mean, I think, maybe it might just been kind of one of those experiments to see what he can do in a main event capacity, to see if people get behind him, that kind of thing, like a little bit of a trial run.
I think he did pretty damn good. Like I said, that promo last week was great. Promo this week wasn't filled with fire and really good, but it was still a damn good promo, I would say. Like they just didn't have that emotion, that passion, that fire that he's had for the past few weeks, but it was still great. It was still good. So it was enjoyable. All in all, a pretty good show, though. I'm sorry you didn't get to watch it, man.
Yeah, it's been weird. It's been raining a lot. It's not fucking nothing but rain here all day, and it rained almost all of last week too. So I think we're just everything's getting oversaturated. Power kept coming in, going out, and it's been weird.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain Monday and yesterday. Horrible rain. Matter of fact, it was raining yesterday, and a tornado actually basically went like right in front of my son's school.
Ooh.
Like right down the street from us. Because my middle kid, my 9-year-old, goes to school 5 minutes from my house. Well, 10 minutes from my house. I always kind of forget how it takes me 5 minutes to get out of my fucking neighborhood. So 10 minutes from my house. That's how close tornado was to us. I mean, they brought the kids into the like storm room, brought them out, brought them right back, brought them right out, and then brought him back in for like, he said he was in there for like 15 minutes. So he said it was kind of scary. But it like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it like, I mean, they had him in like the old school. I didn't know they still did like the tornado positions and all that stuff, but they still do the drills at this school. So
I had talked about before 2020, those tornadoes that went through my street. But even before that, 2011, there we go. That's how words and years and whatnot work. There was an outbreak in my area, and it seemed like everything had stopped. So had gotten dinner, or was in the process of getting dinner, and through the drive-through, and the guy in the drive-through tells us that there's been a tornado spotted in the area, so everybody needs to come inside. So it was pretty interesting because it was like myself and like all the other people that were in the drive-through and the employees of the fast food place huddled in the fucking walk-in cooler.
Oh, about the safest place to be.
Well, yeah, I mean that's strategically the best idea, but it was very weird. It was like a very weird sort of like post-apocalyptic type shit, like feeling to it, because it was just huddled up with a bunch of strangers in a fucking walk-in cooler waiting for this tornado to go through.
Ooh.
Which it ended up like nothing ended up happening in that general area, but there was warnings, and I guess one had been spotted in the ground, but then it turned out that maybe that was false or whatever. But it was just odd.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, it was funny because like yesterday I was driving to work and I looked at I share an office with my warehouse guy and I'm like, dude, it's like post-apocalyptic out there. It's like yellow. I was driving to work and I swear to God, it was like yellow. Not like that sunny, rainy yellow. It was like dingy, dirty yellow. And he's like, man, when on my way here, it was like pink outside. I'm like, bro, we're getting different colors. fucking this world is going to shit. If it's green outside, I stay home, by the way. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if it's fucking green outside, I'm going right back in my fucking house. I'm calling in sick. So, well, folks, I think that was it. That was AEW Winter is Coming. Decent show. Pretty good show. Like I said, I think it could have been a little better, but I thought it was a decent show overall. Not bad. Not bad. Smark didn't get to watch it, but I guess we can wrap it up, Smark, which means tell him what the hell else you do.
I also, Mondays, 8:30 p.m. on the old Metal Mint Podcast Network. It's hyphens between every word, except after network, no hyphens. Cheese on Sports, Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Check us out. It's Cheese Man, G Wiz, Luke Birch, Mojo, myself, Matt's there as well. We're talking NFL, we're talking NBA, NHL, we're talking UFC. If it's got a ball, then we're on it. So check us out.
UFC has a ball?
Several, depending on who's involved.
Oh, well, okay. I guess we're going with that route now. Okay, folks.
Herb Dean actually sits on one of those like yoga balls. Little bouncy ones.
Little bouncy ones. All right. Herb Dean. Damn. Didn't even go Big John. Went Herb Dean. Wow.
I heard. Exactly.
No Big John McCarthy. All right.
The other one that makes the little heart hands. That guy.
There's him too. I forget who that guy is. Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyway, all right, folks. I guess that's it. We can wrap up here. I will end up. I am gonna go back to doing Hollywood Hangout. It has just not been very conducive for me to do it on Sundays right now, or Mondays, or fucking. I mean, truthfully, it's just been tough for me to do a lot the past few weeks, but once the holidays are over, I will get back to it. I promise. So, on that note, folks, though, definitely we'll be back here next Wednesday. When we will be, right?
Theoretically, I mean,
I'm like, holy shit, how close is that? That's 21st. We're not even that bad. That's not a problem at all.
Christmas Eve, Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be back here. We might just have some fun and bullshit around. I got a feeling there's not going to be a lot of news unless Matt Riddle fucks another porn star or something. We'll figure out what's happening with that. So, folks, have a good one on that note. See ya.
Adios.